Hey guys, this is Astra, and I'm back with a new video. Before I say anything, I would just like to shout out Professor Creep for motivating me to do this, because he made a video on his theories on Fazbear Frights number 4, so then that motivated me to do my theories on Fazbear Frights number 5. And there's probably going to be my theories for Fazbear Frights number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, just a quick shout out to Professor Creep. Yeah, let's get into it. So, there's not a lot of things to talk about in the second story of the book, In the Flesh. But I'll just get into the meat of my theory. Matt, being William Afton in the games, explains why Afton went crazy and killed the kids. I might be wrong. I know I might be wrong. I don't know why I'm just doubting this theory even myself. I just found an interesting detail, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Matt had many girlfriends, just like William Afton. After the divorce with Hannah, which I think is Mrs. Afton in the games, Matt started having new girlfriends, and every time the woman would break up with him. Matt started going crazy, and Springtrap became the child of Matt's rage. Just like how Spring Bonnie became the child of Afton's rage. And then, Afton used Spring Bonnie to kill the children. But now, let's talk about the thing that confused me the most. Baby Springtrap. Now, this is not really my speculation. I just found it on the FNAF Wiki, and I thought it would be interesting to share. It is speculated that the Baby Springtrap represents both Glitch Trap and Plush Trap. Baby Springtrap escaped into the real world using, well, Matt. Matt gave birth to Baby Springtrap, so Baby Springtrap could escape into the real world just like Glitch Trap. Also, pretty much, Baby Springtrap is the plush trap chaser we seen out of stock. Also, one last thing. There's a mention of an Easter bunny at a mall. Does that sound familiar to anybody? No? Alright, so let's move on to Bunnycall. Technically, the only question we have here is, was the part where Ralphio is chasing Bob around and tries to get in the cabin to do something, was it real or was it a nightmare? Now, we're not going to answer that question because we don't know the answer. But but if it was real, now it could be real because Philip, at one part when Bob meets Philip, Philip also hears Ralphio screaming in some of the cabins. But here's the confusing thing: if it was real, why is the climax only from Bob's perspective? And also, why does Ralphio bleed? If it was indeed real, then is Ralphio agony? He could be. Is Ralphio infected by Andrew's rage? It could be interesting to see Ralphio in a Stitch with epilogue, but though that's not likely. Is Ralphio controlled by some sort of supernatural force? I mean, that's the most possible thing to happen, I don't know. If it was a nightmare, here's the thing, the climax is only from Bob's perspective. And also, Ralphio would have been pretty much nothing. Okay, so now let's move on to the biggest story and the most mysterious one, the most interesting one in this book. The third story, The Man in Room 1280. There's two details I have found regarding the story. Sometime in this story, one of the nurses say the man has constant horrific nightmares all the time. All the time. Also, at one point, one of the nurses says hell, and every single monitor starts going crazy at the mention of that world. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Okay, obviously, the man is William being tormented in his hospital bed by Cassidy. And, well, Andrew is simply Cassidy in the games. The ending of the story may seem confusing at first, but the more I looked deep, the more I understood. In the fourth Stitch Wraith epilogue, there's a boy named Andrew, where he says he attached his soul to a man who killed him, keeping the man alive when he should have died, even when people try to kill him. Yeah, I've already made a video on that, link will be in the description. In The New Kid, the main character Devin accidentally kills his friend Kelsey in a Springlock suit. Eventually, Devin returns to the suit, only to find Kelsey missing, and a kid with curly black hair in his place. The story ends implying that Kelsey was some sort of ghost. This is already a major connection to Room 1280, but it goes even deeper. When Kelsey dies, Devin hears footsteps coming from his corpse. Once again, this mirrors exactly what happens in Room 1280's ending. These two things explain a huge amount of the story. Specifically, the biggest question it left: who was the curly black-haired kid at the end? With these new connections, that kid is most likely Andrew. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn that bell notification so you won't miss any new videos. And to that, I guess I have to say, peace!